So usually I don't get into this Hollywood mumbo jumbo, let's talk about celebrities gossip nonsense. But we got to talk about Jim Carrey because this is wild and clearly not him. All right, so most people already know this. If you don't know this, Jim Carrey went and did an award show in France, and it's essentially like the Oscars for the French. You know what I mean? So let's look at what he supposedly looked like. Okay, so here we are. Here is Jim Carrey, the event, and this is Jim Carrey before or like the last time we saw him. And they're clearly not the same person, like at all. And anyone who's like, he's getting old, maybe he wants to refresh his look, he's retired anyways, maybe he just doesn't care anymore. That makes no sense because his eye color changed. He's different. Like, why would you wear contacts? Why is that like why would you change your eye color? That doesn't make any sense if you're just trying to look good or different or whatever. That makes no sense. Okay, so that's just one off the bat. And everyone noticed like right away. Like it was super obvious. Like that looks like a mask. That doesn't even look like a person. That doesn't look real at all. Like, going to the fact that I think he's like 67, irrelevant. If I saw this man and he said he was 32, 42, I'd be like, what's up with your face? Like, why are you broken? Um, and then so like everyone kind of jumped on this. Obviously, I'm not the only one. There's the different eye colors right here. What he used to look like, how long his hair is, and how young he looks. But he doesn't even look young. I feel like he just looks creepy. This article kind of goes on about like how he was there, how he was looking on like working on his French, and how his I guess family was there. Little to know about them. He's very quiet about that life. So I don't know. Were they plants? They could be plants for all I know. And then another conspiracy that kind of came up that this guy, um, no, that's not his real name. Where's his name? Yeah, Alex Stone was there, which he looks fake too. I don't know what's up with him, but he looks like he's either got 100 things of makeup on, like pounds of makeup on, or like he just also doesn't look real. He looks AI as shit. Um, Apparently said that he had made the prosthetics and it's all, yeah, it wasn't actually him, which I don't know. Like I could see the whole Bryan Cranston thing where he walked around being, Walter White and then he took off the mat and then he was the actor that plays Walter White, which was like a cool thing. And I could see this as more of a stunt, but it's just taking so long to give the reveal of the stunt. Like if he was to do like a Mission Impossible stunt was to come out and he's like how Jim Carrey's, I don't know, gonna be in it or adding more or something, that would be totally cool. But it would be so disrespectful, I think, if the French didn't know, like if that ceremony happened and he gave all this loving speech to his family and you find out that he's just been like wearing a gag the whole time. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any bloody sense. Um and then everyone's like, oh yeah, for sure, that's totally him. Like can't handle Megan Fox says some stuff. Like a couple other celebrities are like, that's crazy. Yeah, no, it's not real. Like it seems super fake. And like this also looks AI. Like, oh yeah, sorry. This is to prove that he was in Paris too, because like that makes sense. Like I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Don't get me wrong. They've been firing on the spot lately. God damn, they've been right about a lot of stuff. But like, I'm not generally a conspiracy theorist, but this is what just it's got to be so perfect. It had to be photoshopped right, like put right there. That's where he was like to prove it. Like it doesn't make any sense. So obviously all the celebrities do that, and then this is like an example of stuff that he did, um, like cover ups and masks and whatnot. And then you have, Jim Carrey at the red carpet of Sonic in 2024, and like what he looked like then. I don't know. If anyone's ever seen Jim Carrey, and you should YouTube it right now. I needed color. Watch it. You know what? Actually, I'll throw a quick clip up right now just to prove how much I don't think he would ever do this amount of surgery in his life. He doesn't seem like character. This is all about him painting, and then there's another one which I can't find, but it's essentially about how he's like looking into like Zen Buddhism.
Someone an artist is they make models of their inner life. They make something physically come into being that is inspired by their emotions or their needs or what they feel the audience needs.
I like the independence of it. I love the freedom of it. No one else tells you what you can or can't do most of the time. Uh, and there's an immediacy to it. Art has to be service. It's like you're servicing your subconscious, and at the same time, you're doing something that someone's going to relate to, hopefully.
This man doesn't care about his looks. There's no way. Between that and the fact that he made all of his money because he could move his face and contort it in a way the average person can't. Why would he fill that up so it could never be done again, even if he's retired? What, does he want to show his grandkids or other kids that he can do that cool stuff? No, not a chance. Um, that's really it. I had to rant about that. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you think. Am I going insane, or is this just as obvious as possible? Are we all hoping it's a stunt? Because I really am. I'm really hoping that maybe he's going to do another movie again after retirement. But this shit's crazy. They think that he's been kidnapped. Another great Canadian being taken away from us. All right. Thanks.